How did your father's work ethic influence your creative career development?
Oh, that's cool. My father was a really cool guy, and he actually was a very hard worker, and he dropped out of high school, and he got into a lot of trouble with gangs and things. Actually lived in Brooklyn, probably about 20 blocks from here, and he saw his friends' family succeed, and so he asked him why. And he's like, oh, because he went to college. So my dad did not have a high school degree, so therefore he couldn't even get to college. And he had this second kind of thing he saw, which was he was working as a telephone man. At the time, it was before modular jacks, where you could just plug phones into a house. If you want a phone line in your room, it had to be wired from the basement, and someone had to come do it, just like cable today.
Yeah.
And he saw these two guys that were 20 years his senior, drunk and asleep in a closet in one of the major high-rises in Midtown. And he said, I don't want to be that. I'm going to put myself through college. And so my father got a GED, and he put himself through Baruch College at night for marketing and management. And then he became regional sales manager, and then became a national sales manager for 3M, selling fiber optic technology. And so that was his experience. And he translated that to me in trying to make me part of any technology investment in anything that I was to do. So he was a photographer in college, and he saw that I was getting into creative stuff, and so he encouraged me to take pictures with his camera. He really didn't like the idea of me using his camera because he was afraid I might break it, and so I was always encouraged to work as a child, and I started working, I think at like 14, I had a paper route, and I was collecting money and building up a lot of reserves. And so for every birthday, I would never just get a gift.
Right.
I would get half the gift, but I would get a bigger gift. My freshman year in high school, I wanted this camera, and it was twice as much as the budget my parents had for my birthday. So they said, hey, if you can come up with this much money, you can have this, crazy. It was actually at the time it was a Minolta camera, and it had a wireless flash unit at the time, which was really great, and proprietary, so you could take the flash off and put it anywhere in the room and take a picture. And so I paid for half, he paid for half, and it encouraged me to really work for the things that I wanted. And so it imbued this quality of nothing is given, everything requires work. And I think that's what he gave me as a person, was this idea that nothing comes easy. And I think it's why I work so hard.
Mm-hmm.